Austin St. John is like Christmas. He is a gift that keeps on giving. He keeps on giving us content all the way through, and there's going to be quite a few on this. Now, his new t-shirt line is complete and utter trash, and I looked through all of it to look for a lot, and this is what I want to talk about in this video. And I kind of want to know why he thinks that he could get away with selling such bad merchandise. Now, every single person who is a social media influencer, who has a following, normally sells merch. I sell merch. Go check it out, because there's going to be an announcement about that in a little bit. But link is down below if you want to go and have a look at some of the merch that I have already. I think it's pretty cool. The way that Austin turned around and made his line sound amazing, to where everyone is going to go rush out, they're going to buy it, you know, they're going to go and wear his new line of merch, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. And yeah, oh no. Now, when I looked at these t-shirts and had this in my mind that this was going to be amazing, I generally thought, they're knockoff t-shirts. They're something that you would find down in, like, say, a marketplace, you know, 3 for £5, where it's just basic text on a t-shirt. There's nothing there. You would literally walk past this and you wouldn't buy it. You'd only look if you were bored or waiting for someone and you had a little bit of time to kill that you didn't really want to go on an adventure. But yeah, these t-shirts are just utter trash. Now, I know Austin lies quite a bit, so I wanted to look into these t-shirts to see if they were legit, if they are the ones that you would go, do you know what? Yeah, of course I would want to buy these. Are they actually official, that he has sat down, crafted these from the gods? You know, has he been doing this with his own hand? Has he asked the Morphing Grid, asked the almighty Zordon, said, hey, let's create these t-shirts that is a banger that everyone's gonna buy? Now, I'm not gonna give Austin an easy pass and go through every single one and go, oh my god, like, you need to create these, because literally he would do that as oh thanks, you know, thanks for the checklist so I can make this even better. So I'm going to go through a few of them with you, and we're going to kind of go, this is wrong. So I split this into 4 categories: AI quote, AI picture, spelled correctly, and if everything is correct with the actual t-shirt. Now, at the time of this recording, there are 55 t-shirts, I think, and it stops at Abraham Lincoln. Now, pretty much none of them were all correct, and all of them were a little bit wrong. So yeah, wasn't that great. So let's break all of this down. Only 8 t-shirts had AI quotes and 47 didn't have AI quotes. Now, with the 8 that I found, it was pretty much generated from like an AI picture. And to be fair, when you're going through all of this, like, you would want to spell check it, but I'll talk about that all at the end, because this does generally get me really angry and Austin needs to be called out for it. With AI pictures, literally, when I first started doing this video and doing the research into it, most of it was just quotes on a t-shirt. But no, he decided to like step it up with AI pictures, which don't really go with what the quotes were. And man, like, you've got to stop using AI generated, Austin. You or your team have got to stop typing in these prompts into Midjourney or into Bing or whatever to kind of stop this, because you have to really think on what goes right with the actual image, not just generate me something that Gandhi said or generate me something that this person said, because to be fair, it all looks really shit and it doesn't work well with the t-shirt, because you literally just cut and paste and that's pretty much it. Like, you literally screenshot it and put it on a t-shirt. With AI pictures, 21 didn't actually have any AI pictures. They were just generally text, and 34 did. Come on, man. Like, really, just come on. The spelling: 13 t-shirts were not spelt correctly, 40 were spelt correctly, and 2 not so sure. Now, my dyslexic mind probably missed a few on this, but majority of the ones that I went over to double check, you had words either separated that were together, hyphenated, they didn't really match, and it just makes you look horrible. Why would you go around with a t-shirt that is spelt incorrectly? It doesn't make sense. If it was a joke, fair dues, but this is a proper line for you. Why haven't you done this? With the correctness, there's 20 items that were correct and 35 that weren't. In some deleted tweets, apparently, Austin replied to a fan, and Connor says, "I'm a little disappointed in the shirts aren't more designed. just literally text on plain background, but I'm happy you decided not to move forward with the problematic figures, quotes, so that is a win. And Austin, this is I think the tweet that he's deleted, pretty much says, hey Connor, this is the first website I've ever built completely on my own, and I am not a graphic designer. I am learning and making more efforts. I am hoping to find some graphic designers in the world of clothing that I can get some help from. So far, this is me sitting down and making my best effort to build an entire website and all its contents from scratch. Thanks for the honest review, and I know I am actively looking for someone to give me a hand. Austin. Personally, Austin, what I would have done, and this is what I did, is I went to Fiverr and I found a graphic designer and I asked him to make the merch that I wanted, the ranges that you've seen for quite some time, and I really liked those. And I paid the money, I paid for everything, commercial rights and stuff like that, so that I could sell them. But what you're doing, Austin, is that you're just taking like quotes that aren't even done properly, and you're not even spell checking them properly. When I was doing this project, which you'll see at the very end, there was one thing that I got wrong, and I put it into a spell checker and it corrected, and I was so happy because I was like, God damn, if I make this video and you turn around and call me out, then I'd be like, oh shit, you got me, fucking hell. But I went back over and I checked some of them, and I'm glad that I did. What I don't understand out of this though, Austin, is the fact that you're making this clothing line and you're making it look really trashy. It's not about learning from these quotes, because you're using AI art, you're using AI text at times, and you're not spell checking it properly. So the only conversation that I can see that people are having is when they come up to you and go, hey man, you spelled that t-shirt wrong. That's not good, is it? And you're like, oh shit, what the hell? So to me personally, I don't know why you're not officially doing this properly and you're not actually looking into it and hiring a graphic designer. We all know that you make a lot of money from cons, so I'm sure that you could reach out to some people and say, hey, could you design it, and actually get them to do it. You've got designers on your team, you know graphic designers. Hell, what about the people at Fanwood? I'm sure that they would have a lot of people as well to kind of help you on this venture. Or maybe you just want to suck and just keep on producing this garbage all the time. Most of this line has been 100% rushed out because he got so much backlash, and he wanted to come out and be like, see, I didn't put Hitler quotes on there. Yet his opening video, which is this.
What's going on, man? This is Austin St. John. I thought I would take a minute to drop my new t-shirt line, wiseleaderwear.com. and put it out there for the masses. There's been quite a lot of discussion about it. The overwhelming majority has been supportive, and I appreciate that. For those of you who are concerned, there's no Hitler t-shirts. I have no plans to make any Hitler t-shirts, but you will find some incredible people. And I think 25, 30 different quotes of people who have truly made an impact, either in ancient times or in modern times. If you're curious about those people after you look at the quote, click on the shirt, go into the description, and you'll get a brief history on that person and the things that they did that I thought were pretty special, and I think some of you might find it special also. So check out wiseleaderwear.com and let me know what you think.
And he turned around and said, see, no Hitler quotes. You pretty much gaslit everyone, and you decided to come out and just post random shit. Now, out of all of this, I think one of the t-shirts that really got me was the Anne Frank ones. And you pretty much put an old woman on there, or an elderly woman doing things that Anne hadn't even done. And the fact is that you spelt one of her quotes wrong as well, and you didn't fact check it. Now, when I went through all of these, I actually opened up and did a search on all of them on multiple pages to make sure that I was right and going, is this right or if this is wrong? And each one didn't take me that long to research. And if you've got time, which I know you do right now, is you easily could have sat down and gone through all of this properly rather than just kind of rush it out. But you have to be that sort of person, don't you, Austin, that has to get these things out really quickly because you just want it there and then. And this shows that you're not really that great at producing a merchandise range. I generally think that all of this is a cash grab. I don't think that he's really kind of put more thought into it. When he was kind of talking about it on the Tim Cummings podcast, I generally was like, oh, okay, you're producing a line, regardless of the Hitler quote. quotes. He turned around and it felt like he'd been spending ages working on this. Like this was a line that was going to be absolutely amazing, but he didn't do it. And you can definitely tell that he had to rush all of this out. And to me, that just shows that you're not really a person that wants to take time. You want the money from the fans so you can put it in your pocket and move on, and you don't really care. And that kind of shows in your entire work. And that's what really kind of makes me go, I'm not angry at you. I'm just really disappointed in someone who says like leadership, someone who talks about like getting things done properly. You just really can't be bothered. You didn't even put this on your main line, on your main channel, like, you know, everyone can talk about. And I'm guessing this is just going to kind of disappear. You're going to have a few people talking about it, and then that's going to be about it. And people will forget about this and just kind of move on. And I feel like you're going to get really annoyed. Why didn't you put this as a part of your website? Why didn't you kind of talk about this a bit more? Why didn't you use the fan word abilities, even if this was a video for your own channel? But yet you were just outside promoting it in like a horrible way. And it feels like you don't really have the enthusiasm you did when you were talking about it. And this is because you were completely called out by the fandom, and we're going to keep doing this so that you don't get away with doing dumb shit. Come on, Austin, you can be a lot better than this, but I've lost all respect for you for what you've done over the past couple of months. I just see you as this one person that generally just doesn't give a shit about his fans, that just wants money. When it comes to this entire range, I would be completely embarrassed. I wouldn't even want this out. I would take this to the drawing board and go, hey, let's redo this and do this better. This is a complete embarrassment, and man, like, I just feel embarrassed for you. You can't be bothered to actually check for your mistakes, and you insult more and more people from all cultures with these t-shirts. Again, your AI art doesn't match up with the actual quotes on there, and that is embarrassing. So I find that an insult to artists, as well as all these people that have said these amazing quotes over time. Also, your Einstein quote, like literally out of all of them, is really small in the actual picture itself and is completely wrong because it wasn't even said by Einstein. And yet that took me a few minutes to find. I really had to look into this to make sure it was right, but my God, Austin, just fucking hell. Austin, I will say one thing. For your entire line of this, you have inspired me to make my own. I am going to be releasing my own merch called Basic Red, and I'm going to be tying it onto my own brand as well. You can find it in the description on both sites, so please go check it out. They actually have quotes from Red Rangers. I'm hoping that people will buy this because it will actually spark conversations rather than what you have produced. You can have proper conversations where fans will actually engage rather than just they walk by and not know this is made by you. So please have a look at the Basic Red line. It will be available very, very soon, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, I have some more awesome videos coming out very, very soon. I really wanted to talk about this. I really wanted to kind of showcase a lot of stuff because I generally think Austin's actions over the past couple of months have been horrible, maybe over the last couple of years, and I really want to talk about a few of them. Anyway, enjoy this commercial.
It's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus!
Basic Red.
You wear a Green Ranger costume, yet your loyalty's with Rita.
Basic Red.
Look at him, that dude's huge!
Basic Red.
What? Planes can drive? Whoa, yep, they can drive!
Basic Red.
What if I don't get the candle in time and lose his powers?
Basic Red.
He had some pretty good one-liners.
Basic Red.
Back off, Frank Face!
Basic Red. Get your merchandise from the links down below.
Good! We're ready to morph into action!
Basic Red. I am going to leave that. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat, Kira Stanada. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。